Hello. Welcome back to my channel. You're welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome. Kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel because we're going to be sharing content about motherhood, marriage, and relationship. And to my old subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you. Today we'll be talking about defining your relationship. It is very important to define your relationship to avoid issues that breaks the heart. To avoid disappointment, you have to define your relationship, and that is our focus today. That is our main point of discussion: defining your relationship, so that everyone will know their stand in the relationship, and you are going to know what to expect in the relationship. But the fun part is that the guys, the men, they actually know what they want from the beginning. But now it's ladies, they are the receiving end. Most of the time we assume, most of the time the assumption is just there. So that is why the advice today is that define that relationship that you are, so that you will know your stand. I know you might want to ask me a question of when and how should I define the relationship. Actually, there's no template. All you just need to know is you and this person have been seeing for a while. You really want to know, what do you want from me? What do I offer you? What did I want from you? It is just a simple communication, and there is no one way to do it than to do it the right way, actually. So there is no template, there is no one that will tell you this how and when, but you will know yourself that it is actually the right time. You have actually been going out to someone like 2, 3, 4 times, and still you don't know your stand. My dear, ask question. They say we ask question, not they lose road though. Yes, you have to ask question, because those guys, they know what they want. From the beginning, they would have told you, this is what I want. But some will just play along. Okay, I just want you to be there for me. But please define that relationship today and discuss it the right way. And the number one tip on that is that you should have self-reflection. Think about it. Think about the relationship so far. How has it been? Has it just been about the person? Has it just been about eating out and all that with no focus? Is it a goal-oriented relationship? Yeah, but there's some relationship from the beginning you already know that it's heading away. Where there are some that it's looking like it is looking like it, but don't just assume. You have to communicate with the person. But before you communicate with the person, you yourself have to communicate with yourself. Reflect on the relationship so far. How has it been? What have we been discussing? What do I think is necessary for me to do for us to progress in this relationship? During the time of self-reflection, you have to know and think about it yourself. Does your purpose align with each other? If yes, then proceed to define the relationship. Do you really think you can be called the wife or the husband of this person in future? You have to think about that yourself, even before popping out the question to someone of, okay, what are we? Who are we? Just like my son, sometimes say, where are we? Yes, you have to know. Where are you? Where are you headed to? Another thing to do is to evaluate the relationship. Look at it. How well do you communicate? How well did he or she talk about his goal, his purpose in life with you? How well does it align? How well does it align? That is one. And number 2 things to evaluate. Do I really see my future with this person? And number 3 thing to do is to observe. Observe if this person introduces you to anyone as you have been together. It might definitely not be maybe 3-4 months together, but as he or she introduces you to anyone, it might not be physical introduction, it might not be on phone with someone, and be I'm with so. Do you want to say hi? Or She should even know one or two things about you. If that person is hiding one thing or the other from you, then you have to draw back a. The place of evaluation is also looking at the time spent. If the person is actually happy in communicating with you, does the person actually create time to communicate with you? Yes, because actually everybody might say I'm busy, but you can never be busy for the person you promise you love or you are friends with. So you look at that also. Do this person value me in this relationship? Do we really talk? Did this person talk about his or her life with me? You should be able to evaluate. So after that, after you have reflect for yourself, after you have evaluated the relationship, and after you have examined and look at everything, you balance it up, then you can pop up the question. Where are we? Who are we? Where are we headed to? I remember then when myself and my husband to be there were talking, I remember I asked him, sir, when are we looking at? Because I cannot just be here doing relationship with someone and we not really talk about it. Yeah, it might definitely not be 1 month, 2 months to that time. Some people might just tell you, okay, let's wait till 1 year, let's wait till 2 years. But mine, I asked him. I wasn't ashamed. I used to tell people, speak up. If you don't speak up, then there won't be definition for anything. If you don't speak up, you continue to assume. If you don't speak up, you will just be in darkness. I asked, when are we looking at? And he told me, 6 months to this time. And it was actually 7 months to that time it happens. But the thing is that I have it at the back of my mind that this is when I'm looking at. And if it's not coming out at that time, then I hold him. Then I hold myself to that. What are we doing? That is why God has helped us, even as women, that we already know 9 months. Once the child has passed, then I will even say it is not 9 months. It is 40 weeks, and that 40 weeks has come to be 10 months actually. Or they used to call it 9 months, but it is 40 weeks journey. Once the child sometimes have passed 40 weeks, 41 weeks, 42 weeks, no contraction, nothing. They will tell you, madam, it is time to bring out this baby. To save the baby and to save yourself. Yes. So there is time for everything. And that is why I love the motherhood journey. There is time when we see our monthly flow. There is time when it is 6. There is time for everything. So after you have done those first 3 things, it is now time for you to pop out the question. And most of the time I encourage it should be a one-on-one communication, not on the phone, because you wouldn't be able to see the person's reaction, because many times our silence, our reaction to things speak louder than even what we are saying. So in the place of you asking the question, oh, we have been together, it can be the male and it can be the female, just like I mentioned, that me myself I have to ask that when are we looking at? But I cannot just be doing the relationship and I don't know when I'm looking at. I mean no, because I have plans. So it's actually looking upward to some people. But the fact is, you have to speak out. Nobody is going to patronize you. Nobody is going to know. You have to speak out. Yes. So it's actually a one-on-one conversation, and you should say it when everywhere is cool, when everyone is calm and collected. Not that you're on the move and you're popping another question. Let it be a one-on-one. Look me, I look you. So we're in this relationship for some months now. We have been going out. You have been sharing your life issues with me. You have introduced me to 1 or 2 persons from some we even greeted one way or the other. So what is the next thing? You should be able to ask the question. Or is it too big? If you have asked this question before, please comment. Drop your comments in the comment section. Yes, I would like to know, how do you ask? You are helping someone, you know. I just mentioned about my own. How, if in case you've done it before, you've mentioned it before, can you please just comment or how do you do it? We want to learn from you too. Because they'll be using their body language to talk by then, they'll be using their voice to talk by then, they'll be using every part of their body to react to you. So you have to open your eyes and check on the reaction. If it is the answer of let us see how it goes, then you know, my sister, then you know, my brother, it's time to go. That is why it's always okay to communicate. We cannot overemphasize it. Communication, and that is that place of defining. I told you, after we have even defined our relationship, but as time goes on, I have to ask, when are we looking at? So that we'll not just be doing this thing up and down. Yes, when are we looking at? That particular discussion that day help us to stay focused, help us to do things we need to do on time, and it really helped. So communicating with that particular person, looking at their reaction, will really help you. If you said just let us see how it goes, then you know that there's no way. But if there's a response of, oh, there's an alignment in our relationship, I see that my goal and your goal is related, I see that the Lord is leading me. Because in all this thing I'm saying, you have to prayerfully do it. You don't just pick a partner based on, it's good for me, I love him, I love her. You have to prayerfully go into this decision, because this decision goes a very, very long way. I'm talking about defining relationship. Yeah, we can define our relationship with friends and all that, but this particular relationship we are talking about here, the relationship that will lead to marriage. Yeah, I used to have a relationship then in school. It's actually my friend, Charles' friend, and the reason why I'm friends with him was that he's a book. he is very, very good in mathematics. I study statistics. So we do statistics, we do mathematics. It's very, very good. I don't have to walk up to him that, please, I need your help. And we started. He helped me from day one when I got to school. No, not day one. Maybe a few months after we got to school, I saw that in class, he's always asking questions, he's always doing things on time and all that. But I had to just go to him, please, I need your help on this course and all that. And we became friends from year 1, year 2, even when we were on IT, we still, when we came back, we still together. But at a point, I think in the second year, no, at a point in the first year, I had to ask him, who are you to me? He said, my friend. After that encore, nothing, that's it. Because some people have started tagging it, when they see a young lady and a guy together back in school, they will say you are dating. But me and this person, we have already said it to ourselves. Nothing. You are just my help in place of my academics. You are my very good friend. And we are still friends till now. He knows my husband knows him. That's just how it is. If you define your relationship, then there won't be issues. If that person is an armlet, leave them there. They say they want to proceed to be your partner, all well and good. If they say they are not doing, let them go. So to define your relationship is very, very important, so that you will not just be assuming. This is particularly to stop assumption. This is particularly to stop being disappointed. Oh, I think we're in a relationship. Oh, I think he loves me. Oh, I think. Don't think. Ask question. Don't think. Discern. Have the Holy Spirit to discern also, to know whether this person have come plain to me. We have to be careful and we have to do things the right way, so that we will not waste our time, we will not waste our resources, and we will not waste our energy on things that is not supposed to be. Yes, it's not compulsory everyone that your friends end up as relationship, but you know what I'm talking about. That there are some relationships that are so serious. You are saying, you are calling me, you want me to be around you, and at the end of the day, you don't want to define it. No way. You have to define the relationship. Let me know my stand, so that when the right people are coming, you won't push them out of my way. So define that relationship today. Make it a point of duty to define a relationship, so that everyone will know their stand, and you yourself, you will know your stand. Your mind calm down and know that okay, this is my own. Okay, this one is not. Get in the comment section actually if you have taken this bold step before now of defining your relationship. Let's know how it goes, and if you're about to take the step, let's also know how it goes. Kindly subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye, see you next time.